Hey, what's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Uh-oh. Hold on a second here. All right, let's try that again. The live feed was a little weak on YouTube. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hey, what's up again, Frenzy Head Nation? Coach Cole coming back to you with another exciting episode of Sports Frenzy. That's right, it's season 10, episode number 5. And we are live on Facebook and on YouTube, bringing you the live version of the show for all our fans that'll be watching on Friday. Welcome to the show, everybody. First things first, as I always tell you guys, if you have not had a chance to, especially my non-live audiences, my school audiences, if you haven't checked out the weekend wrap-up yet, you need to check that out before watching the new show. And that is included on the videos that I send you guys. It's usually the top one first. So there, for that part, there you go. Make sure you check out it's formerly the recap show that I usually do at the beginning here, but we've been able to do it on Sundays and call it the weekend wrap up. So if you haven't seen that yet, just check it out in the link below. Or if you're watching live now and you want to watch it after you've watched this, you can always go to our YouTube page. It's Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1, or you can just hop on over to the Facebook page and scroll down several posts until you find it on there. All right, one piece of business I forgot to attend to. Let me get out last week's sheets. There we go. All right, to give you last week's winners. I forgot to do that on the Sunday night wrap-up show. Last week's winners. I had Julian with 24 points out of the 30 in my Laura Havlin program, and Smithers coming on strong for the teaching staff, 25 out of 30 points. Congratulations goes out to both of them. In the classroom where I'm at, I got 20 out of the 31 points. Mapstone is the big winner this week, getting the 22 out of the 31 points. And our class didn't get through every pick, but they did really good out of the picks they got done. They got 16 out of the 18 picks that they got done. So congratulations, everybody, on your last week wins. And that sets us up for this week's sports action. We have lots of continuing football action, and we've got hockey back. Yes, indeed. Hockey is back in action this week as well. And how many times can I say action in about a 4-minute period of us filming? I guess quite a few. We've also got the baseball playoffs coming up. So for those of you that are other fans other than Detroit, because Detroit is nowhere near it. Anyway. With that being said, I hope everybody's had a great week so far. Been a good week for the coach. We've seen a little bit of everything weather-wise too, haven't we? We've had our 90-degree heat back, feeling a little more like summer. Now lots of rain and feeling more fallish. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. What am I looking for here? Sorry about that. There we go. Right, that boots up. We are on season 10, episode 5 is where we're at. And we will be starting off like we always do with our high school football games. This is, you'll notice, some of you may notice some new things on our sheets. And I'm always looking to make some improvements on the sports frenzy sheets for our for some of my students in my classes and stuff. So things that are important around our area are visuals. So I decided it only took me a few weeks to think about this and finally do it. We are working. One of the important things in our classroom this year is time. So this just added to the sports frenzy sheets. Not only do you see what the game times are, but I've got 2 visual clocks for you as well. That's right. Always, always a little education on the sports frenzy show as well. I'm a teacher. What can I say? So we got a regular time clock, and I try and got a what we call digital time as well. So there you go. That's one new piece added to the frenzy sheets. If any of you noticed that at all, we are starting off with week 6 action. There we go with the action again, and our first game of the night. We have the Addison Panthers, man. The Panthers are showing some Panther power this season as they have 4 wins and 1 loss. They're on the road this week, and I checked these last minute, folks. Last time, I've been having so many problems with the who is home and who's away, especially with our local games. So that's why sheets were kind of late this week. I was waiting last minute, checking everything out, double checking everything out again, making sure I have everything right. And going into this recording, Thursday night recording, it looks like everything is correct. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's a good week this week. I've been getting teased about some of the problems we've been having. Oh, anyway. They are traveling to and playing against Vandercook Lake. Vandercook Lake, horrible this year. They have 0 wins and 5 losses. Wowza. Is this going to be a playoff season for the Addison Panthers? They keep going this way. I'm going to say yes, folks. They have been playing a lot of teams with bad records. Oh, there I go, marking it. That's the part they won't like. That I just stated that they've been playing a lot of teams that haven't had great records. Oh, so anyway, just let me get a little bit of adjustment to my light here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Trying to stay on top of things as far as the lighting and everything goes on the show as well, so it doesn't get too dark. I got the Addison Panthers taking the victory. Our next game, the Pinckney Pirates. The Pinckney Pirates have 4 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against Adrian. I didn't have it on the sheet at the time because I didn't know it. I just heard about this. This is homecoming week for Adrian. Yes, it is. The Adrian Maples marching into homecoming week with a losing record. They have 0 wins and 5 losses. This is at home. It's homecoming week. The Pirates only have 1 loss. Oh, my goodness. There was lots of talk last week with my buddy Reggie asking me flat out blank in the on their weekend wrap-up show if I think Adrian's going to be able to win any more games this season, win any games this season. We've got the following at Paulson's room at the high school, and we've got Bowman's room at the middle school, both representing Adrian. And they both watch the show, and thank you guys so much for your love and support. But I got to be brutally honest. Brutally honest. I am going to say no. I don't see Adrian pulling out a win this week, even though it's homecoming. I'm sorry, Adrian. I know. You guys are going to end up hating me. Coach Co's not going to be liked anymore. They're going to not even watch the show anymore. I got to be honest, though, guys. Truthfully. Pickney's the better team. Pickney for the victory. Even though it's Adrian's homecoming. There is a homecoming parade in Adrian as well, too. So get out there. If you live in Adrian, you support Adrian. You're an Adrian fan. Get out there and support the team, no matter what their record looks like. Join the parade. Have some fun. It's always a good time. They have a good little parade that is pretty neat. Sorry, Adrian. I've got to go. Pickney for the win. I know. Hate mail on its way. Our next game, we have the undefeated Hillsdale Hornets. The Hornets are 5 wins and 0 losses. They are playing Blissfield this week. The Blissfield Royals. This is homecoming for the Royals. Homecoming game for them as well. I did not know that when I put out sheets. Blissfield has 4 wins and 1 loss. Blissfield has been upsetting some teams. They've got a couple upsets under their belt already this season. I like Hillsdale. I've chosen Hillsdale a lot. This is homecoming for Blissfield. They're going to play tough, play hard. And people underestimate them. That's the thing, too. They're underestimated. I'm thinking Blissfield sneaks in there and gets the victory over Hillsdale this week for it being homecoming week for Blissfield. Go Blissfield. Next up, we have the Britton Deerfield Patriots. They were on a roll for a little bit. Things are starting to catch up with them, and things are really going to catch up with them this week, in my opinion. Britton Deerfield has 3 wins and 2 losses, but they have to go and play at the only, I believe it's the only undefeated team left we have out of our Lenawee County teams. I'm talking about the Clinton Redskins, folks. The Redskins have 5 wins and 0 losses. They are undefeated. This is a home game for them. I don't see Britton Deerfield having a chance in this one. I think Clinton comes away with the victory. And it's going to end up making Britton Deerfield have a 50-50 record at this point. Next is the Battle of the Eagles. Of course, our first team is the Erie Mason Eagles. They have 2 wins and 2 losses, but they are traveling to and playing against, we're talking about the only Eagle team that really matters. We're talking about those Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. The Eagles have had a tough, long couple of weeks, but that's not going to stop them this week. They have 3 wins and 2 losses, and they are hungry for a victory after facing 2 hard defeats. I got the Columbia Central Golden Eagles coming out on top in a big way in a redemption game. They do not like losing in Columbia Central. Or so I would think. That's just my opinion as the honorary member of the team. Yes. I know there are some people out there that go, we know you're an honorary member of the team. You mention it all the time. I showed you the clock time, and then I forgot to mention, and as I'm into our 6th high school game, kickoffs for all our high school games are Friday nights at 7 p.m. So there we go. Unless, of course, there's a rain or some kind of weather delay, which last week we had a bunch of them. This week we shouldn't have any, I wouldn't think. Anyway, we are on to the Ida Blue Streaks. The Ida Blue Streaks have 2 wins and 3 losses. Oh, Reggie Grant joining us on the Facebook Live page. It's about time to get on, Reggie. I'm only on our 6th pick of high school football, so you haven't missed too much. You're good. I'm just giving you a hard time. We have Ida. Ida has 2 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Hudson Tigers. The Hudson Tigers, there we go. The Hudson Tigers have 2 wins and 3 losses. Got my Hudson sideline reporter Rich Hollowell out there. He should be there this week. It's a home game, so he'll probably be there unless he's working. Sometimes when he's working, he's not at the games. Hudson's been struggling, man. They've had a tough season, as you can tell by the record. But Ida isn't any better. So Rich would not be happy with me if I vote against him. So I am going Hudson Tigers for the victory. And Rich, you better have a talk with those boys. Make sure they don't let me down, would you? Next game, we have the Athens Indians. They have 1 win and 4 losses, and they are traveling to and playing against Lenawee Christian Cougars. Lenawee Christian Cougars have 4 wins and 1 loss, but hold the presses, folks. Breaking news out of Lenawee Christian Schools. I just posted it before going live on the Facebook page, I should say. The game for Lenawee Christian, I have no idea why, but the game has been moved to Tecumseh. They will be playing at Tecumseh Stadium, apparently because Tecumseh's not home this week. I didn't say why they're moving the game, but they're treating Tecumseh's field just like it is their home field. So I'm not sure. I have no idea what's going on and what happened, why they have to play off their field. But that is the update. If you were planning on going to watch the Cougars play, you now need to go to Tecumseh to watch them play. I am going with Melissa Borton's Sons, and I'm going with the Lenawee Christian Cougars to get the victory. Yes, lemonade on the show once again. I'm going to wet the whistle a little bit real quick. Here we go. As I've mentioned before, we have a whole lot of Bulldog teams. And so our next game is no different. We have the Summerfield Bulldogs. Summerfield Bulldogs have 2 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Madison Trojans. The Trojans have 2 wins and 3 losses, but this again is one of those games that are being played either they played at Adrian College last week, so I'm going to assume they're at Siena Heights this week. There's work going on their field, so they are not playing. It's taken a long time to get the work done, I guess. They got a lot of regulations and guidelines and everything they got to deal with. So yes, that's why I got to talk to Coach Travis Boring a little bit. He had some information for me off the air on what was going on in Madison and why they're not playing on their field this year. So that was cool. Thanks for touching base and getting me up to date on that, Travis. But yes, so Summerfield has 2 wins, 3 losses. Madison has 2 wins, 3 losses. I'm hoping that Coach Taz can get up to the 50-50 mark with his team. I'm going to go with the Madison Trojans. Get the victory over Summerfield. All right. You're not looking at this wrong. This is correct. You might be asking yourself, what? Is he out of his mind? This week's game is it's your first three-point bonus game. It's your first three-point bonus game. It's your first 3-point bonus. You guys ready for it? Game! Yes, it is. Some of you are going, what in the wide world of sports is he thinking? We have some Bulldog teams playing. Battle of the Bulldogs. We got the Morenci Bulldogs. They have 0 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Inland Lake Bulldogs. Battle of the Bulldogs. They have 0 wins and 5 losses. As a game 6 in the season, this week, one of these 2 teams, somebody's going to come away with the win. That's right. Both teams 0 and 5. They're going to be playing like they're in the championship game. And that is why I gave them the 3-point bonus game this week, because somebody's going to be hungry for the victory. Who's that going to be? Who do you guys think it's going to be? I'm giving it to the home team. I'm thinking the Inland Lake Bulldogs get the victory and get their first win of the season. I know. That continues to say, I have no faith in Morenci, and that would be true. All right, next up, we have the Tecumseh Indians. The Indians only have 1 win and 4 losses this season. They're in a heap of trouble this week, folks, because they are on the road and they are traveling to and playing against the Dexter Dreadnoughts. The Dreadnoughts have 4 wins and 1 loss. Tecumseh has no chance of winning this week, as their only victory this season has been against Adrian. I've got the Dexter Dreadnoughts for the win. Next, we have the Dundee Vikings. Dundee Vikings looking pretty good this season. They have 4 wins and 1 loss. And they are on the road traveling to and playing against the Onstead Wildcats. The Wildcats have 3 wins and 2 losses. Oh, man. I have been picking against our home teams a lot lately. So I'm going to try something a little differently this week. I'm going to say that Onstead can get the upset at home against the Dundee Vikings. And we'll see what happens. All right, your last high school football game of the week. We have the Sand Creek Aggies. The Aggies have 4 and 1 loss. They're on the road this week traveling to and playing against the Whiteford Bobcats. The Bobcats have 3 wins and 2 losses. I believe Whiteford always plays Sand Creek hard. But I think the Aggies can pull it off this week. I'm going with the Aggies to get the win. Don't let me down, Aggies. All right, we're moving into our college football action. This is week 5 action for our local teams, our local colleges, and we do have Adrian back on the schedule this week. Yes, we have the Kalamazoo Hornets. The Hornets have 1 win and 2 losses on the season. We have the Adrian College Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 1 win and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game is 5 p.m. This is a home game, not a televised game. So you can go down and watch the game. Go down to Adrian and watch the game. Or sometimes, I don't know exactly if it's all the time or just every now and again, on the official Adrian College YouTube page, you can go and watch the game there. I've got the Adrian Bulldogs getting the victory. Our next local game. Yep, if I had to guess right now, Sienna's on the road this week, so I'm betting Adrian's playing, or Madison will be playing their home game at Sienna. So Sienna Heights tearing it up this season. Sienna Heights has 4 wins and 0 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against Concordia, the Concordia Cardinals. They have 3 wins and 0 losses. I'm going with the Saints. The Saints are on a roll. I'm giving them the win. Go Saints. Our final local college team that we have the Concord Mountain Lions. They have 0 wins and 3 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the 2 wins, 2 losses, Hillsdale Chargers. Kickoff for this game is 7 p.m. This is going to be a late game. Excuse me. And it's not a televised game either. 7 p.m. kickoff. Concord's not got a good record at all. I think Hillsdale gets a victory this week and gets ahead of the game a little bit. Hillsdale for the win. All right, it is what I say here. Week 6 action for the rest of our college teams. We've got the number 14th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes are 4 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the world's greatest college team. That's right. I don't care if they win, lose, or draw. I bleed blue. Talking about those number 20th ranked Michigan Wolverines. That's right. The Wolverines have 4 wins and 1 loss. It wouldn't be a Michigan-driven show if we didn't say, hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go blue, go blue, go blue. Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Go blue. And go blue, the boys in blue. This game kicks off at 12 p.m. Oh, dear, I don't have a cable network listed. Boo, Tim. What the heck are you doing? You don't have it listed for this game. Oh, my goodness. Crazy. Let's see real quick. Oh, man. Michigan Wolverines football. Okay. We have okay. Gosh, I messed this up too. They are the 19th ranked Wolverines. I forgot to change that out. I don't know why I didn't do that. I updated all my stuff. I thought you bleed lemonade. Oh, quite possibly that too, Reggie. because it is right here. It's always by my side, especially for Sports Frenzy. All right, let's jump back a little bit. The Wolverines are ranked 19th. I totally blew that. I forgot to change it on my sheets. I'm always missing something on these sheets anymore. And I've always got somebody saying I'm fired because of that kind of stuff. And it is on the cable network it is on this week is Fox. So you can watch it on Fox. It'll be regular, regular old Fox, according to this. So there you go. It's Fox game. And, of course, you guys know who I got. Go Blue! The great and mighty Michigan Wolverines get another win under their belt this week against Iowa. Go Blue! $12 kickoff. All right. Our next game on our schedule is, I didn't put it on the sheets this way, but it is Coach Cole's Don't Give a Crap Game of the Week. Go Blue, Reg. That's right. This is the game that's only on here because we have some viewers, a lot of viewers that support the show that are East Lansing Burning Couch fans. That's the only reason this game's on here. I want it to be known and said, as I always say, disclaimer, these are not my teams. This game is not a game I like. This is a game I could care less about. Not voting on it. I'll give you the basic information for it. I could care less about this game. Can I make that clear enough for you guys? Could care less about this game. It's only on here because there's some fans out there. But coincidentally, as of the viewing of the show and the latest AP polls, East Lansing Burning Couches have dropped out of the top 25 once again, and I don't have a clue if you're even in the top 30 or 50. Anyway, with that being said, East Lansing Burning Couches, win, lose, or draw. Lansing will be in flames this weekend. They have 4 wins, 1 loss. And then there's this other team down below. They have a ranking. I could care less about their ranking. They have a record, and nobody cares about their record. I don't care. I don't care. This game kicks off at 7 p.m. You can watch it on ABC. It doesn't matter because nobody's going to be watching this game. Nobody at all. Nobody cares about this game. I certainly don't. Therefore, I don't vote on this one. I could care less. Doesn't matter if both teams were to lose. I'd be perfect. Could find a way to lose. I'd be perfectly fine with that. No game for me. Be lucky if I report out the results of that game even. All right, moving right along on our show. Getting back to better things. I don't know if it's better things, but it is your 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. That's right. Second 3-point bonus game. This week's game is being brought to you, or is being this game, that is the second 3-point bonus game, I should say, is the number 7th ranked Auburn Tigers. The Auburn Tigers have 5 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling down to the number 10th ranked Florida to play those Gators. The Gators also have 5 wins and 0 losses. Now you see why this is your second 3-point bonus game this week. That's right. 2 top 10 ranked teams going head to head. This game kicks off at 3:30 p.m. and you can watch it on CBS. Florida Gators, home game for them. Both teams are 5-0. What are you thinking on this one, Reggie? Who are you thinking get the win in this game? Go with the Auburn Tide. I know you've chose Auburn a couple times this season already. Auburn or Florida? Let's see which way my brother Reggie Grant, who's joining us live on the Facebook feed, who he goes with between Auburn Tigers and the Florida Gators. We'll give him time to answer. In fact, this might be a good time to get another drink of the lemonade we just talked about. I've had some people ask me, Coach, what do you put in your lemonade? Come on, you're not just drinking straight up lemonade. Yeah, I am. It is just straight up lemonade. I can, and here's a tab I pulled off it just before I started drinking it tonight. All right. Reggie has made his pick. Thinking Auburn. Remember Charles Barkley School? Yes. I knew there was a reason why we were going with Auburn because I have your back on this one. I was thinking the same way, Auburn. But I had kind of forgotten about the Charles Barkley factor there. I agree with Reggie on this one. I'm going with Auburn to get the win. Charles Barkley School. Why the heck not? For Sir Charles. But Auburn was who I was actually leaning towards too, and I just could not remember the reason why. That is our reason why. Because of Sir Charles Barkley. Let's see. Was it? Oh my gosh, that was the last of our college games this week because we also have hockey for you guys. But first, we have NFL football action this week. Also, big shout out to Bev Buer, who's a supporter of the show. Alabama was not on our sheets this week because Alabama must have a bye week because I couldn't find them on the schedule. So, Bama in a bye week. That's why there was no Bama on our sheets. But we are on to NFL action. These games are played on Sunday, unless otherwise noted, which they're always going to be Sunday games because to make it work for Sports Frenzy, it has to be the weekend games. This is Week 5 action for the NFL. And believe it or not, we don't have a Lions game this week. The Lions are on bye week. And I believe I don't have the Browns on here because the Browns, I believe, have the night game. So I usually like to do the weekend wrap up before the night game comes on, so I can watch the night game. So those two, we don't have the Lions on here, and we don't have the Browns on here. So I really kind of gambled with these games. I have no idea what games they'll be showing on our local affiliates this week. So this first game I chose, I chose most of these games for no real reason this week, just to get some NFL action on here for you guys. We have the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings have 2 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing the New York Giants, who also have 2 wins and 2 losses. Kickoff for this game will be 1 p.m., and there is the possibility that this could be our local Fox game. I'm not 100% sure, but it is on Fox locally. I know we do have a couple of Minnesota fans on the show, as one of my supporters of the show, Steve Seeley, is the Minnesota's his backup team to the Lions. I don't know though. I'm not really feeling either team, but I'm leaning towards New York Giants for the victory. No real rhyme or reason behind it. Just, I don't know. Just because really when I watch most of the other my other two teams that I'm really my other three teams that I support, Cleveland Browns, when I can't watch Lions games, Patriots because of the couple guys from Michigan over there, and the Kansas City Chiefs because of Andy Reid. So really neither. I don't. So when these other teams, I'm not really all that impressed, or really. I'll probably watch football just to have football on, but these games don't really mean all that much to me. Our next game that I put on here, because it's possibly a televised game as well, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have 2 wins and 2 losses. And they are traveling to what is one of our teams that our classroom likes to follow. Specifically, the teacher I work with. No, Tim, Minnesota Giants. Okay. Yeah, so Reggie has followed these teams a little bit more than I have, so he's going with Minnesota on this one. And that's possible. I don't know. I take Reggie's word for it. He knows he's good with his football. All right, we have our second game was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2 wins, 2 losses, and they're traveling to and playing against the New Orleans Saints. The Saints have 3 wins and 1 loss. The Saints have been without Drew Brees, and they've actually been still playing pretty good. So that's either a high compliment to having a good second string quarterback, or that's bad news if you're planning on coming back and being the starting quarterback. It can go either way, So, but when the backup's performing well, teams really like that. It doesn't necessarily always mean good news for the starting quarterback who's injured, though, if the backup has a good season. So, because our classroom, this game is kicking off at 1 p.m. It may or may not be one of our local games on the Fox network. I don't know for sure on either way on that one. It might be. Who knows? But anyway, because my classroom supports them, I'll go with the Saints. And your last. That's your last. Yes, last NFL game I have for you this week. We have the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers, 3 wins, 1 loss. Taking on the Dallas Cowboys, 3 wins and 1 loss. This game kicks off at 4:20 p.m. and could be possibly on the Fox network. My bet is this one will be, because I know they show Green Bay games and they've also shown Dallas games. Boy, Green Bay Packers kind of a rivalry game against the Lions, but I do not really like Dallas, and I don't really have to have any allegiance to Dallas anymore since, or even like, well, I think they still got one Michigan guy that plays for them. I think he was because Reggie asked the question, was the backup quarterback for the Saints a starter for Minnesota before his knee injury? If I remember correctly, I think you're right on that, Reggie. But I can't. Let me check something real quick. We can check that out real fast here on we're filming the show. Nothing like a little. We like our interaction on our show here, so we'll check this out real quick. Let me go to here. Okay, who is? Okay, Saints backup quarterback. All right. Yes. I don't know why that name was escaping me, but it's Teddy Bridgewater. And yes, he is a former Minnesota dude. Excuse me. So there you go. Good facts from my buddy Reggie. Oh, so anyway, in our next game, we had the Green Bay Packers taking on Dallas Cowboys. Not a huge Dallas fan. Never really been a huge Dallas fan. But the downside here is the Green Bay Packers. I'm not really a huge fan of the Packers either, and especially since they are a actual rival to our Lions. So that makes it more difficult. But Dallas is the home crowd. You're welcome, Reggie. What do you think, Reg? Packers or the Cowboys in this one? I just don't know. I'm not feeling this one. Usually, a vote comes to me somewhere in this, but I'm not feeling it tonight. So I'm calling a friend. I'm deferring to a friend. Well, more of a brother than a friend. My brother Reggie. Let's see who he likes better: Dallas Cowboys or the Green Bay Packers. This is a tough one for me. We'll come back to this one as Reggie gets his answer in for us on this game. We'll move on, and I'll tell you who I go with in just a minute. I'm not sure who I'm going to go with on that one. I'm going with whoever Reggie picks. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, okay. Cheese Factory Green Bay will lose, no defense. Reggie's got the Dallas Cowboys, so that's who I'm going with this week. Getting some inside information from Reg Grant. There we go. So that wraps up our NFL action for you guys. How did my... Oh, sorry. There we go. Got to pull this one back out. That's why. All right, we are moving into... We have the return of NHL hockey action. And as of the filming of the show, hockey opened up on Wednesday night. And I think there's some hockey action going on tonight as well. But so these games I tried to find are just some of the teams other than the Red Wings, this other team, the Vegas Golden Knights, is who we got for our first games. Let's just quit your babbling, Tim, and just go with it. We have the Vegas Golden Knights. They played the other night. They have 1 win and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the San Jose Sharks. The San Jose Sharks have 0 wins and 1 loss. The puck drops for this game. This is a late Friday night game, 10:30 p.m., but it's not locally televised as far as I know. Now, some of those, sometimes you can find them on yes, absolutely. It's great to have hockey back. Some of these games are televised on channels that I don't necessarily see them on, or it doesn't tell me. You might be able to find them on and just surf through your net channels like I do. And then if it's, I'm going with the Vegas Golden Knights just because they're a newer team, and their first season, they came out smoking. They just tore it up in their first season. And I have some respect for these guys. And being that they're a Vegas team, they put on some huge theatrical fun stuff before their games. So their home games. All right, next up. Oh, boy, here we go. Reggie, you're going to love this one because I do and all the fans know, I do a little tuning up of the clipboard for this one, and you're going to hear something that's going to either scare you completely, make you laugh, or just, I don't know what you're going to think of this. Many fans don't know what to think of this. But here we go. This next one, we do a little singing on. That's right. We tune up the clipboard. And we haven't done this in a while because we've been away. So it's been time, but we get a little bluesy for the blues. Yes, we do. All right. That's right. Got to get the voice ready. It's been a while since I've done this. I have no idea how this is going to sound today. Well, it's been a long off season for hockey, but now it's back. And those St. Louis Blues got to hang a banner because they were your champs from last season. They got the championship. But now it's a new season. And it's time to start again. We're talking about who they're playing. And this will be their second game in. Oh, they're starting off with the Dallas. They got those Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars have not played a game yet. Not one, not even one. And they got a tough challenge ahead of them as they move into St. Louis. I'm talking about those St. Louis Blues. Yes, those St. Louis Blues. Oh, gotta talk about those Blues. They didn't get the win the first night, but it wasn't a loss either. Oh, it came to a draw, and it counts as an overtime loss. It's a tough way to start the season when you're trying to repeat his champs. So you guys all know who I'm a picking. I've got those St. Louis Blues. So right there, we either lost half the audience or everybody likes it. Some BB King. Why, thank you, Reggie. That's a great. I love it. Thanks for the comparison. I don't know if I'm doing BB King any justice or not, but thank you. That's great. And you know what? Every time I have a Blues game on here, I try to do that. Whether it sounds good, crappy, that's the thing. But I don't mind being compared to BB King at all. Of course, you know, BB King could play a guitar and I'm playing a clipboard. Fun times, though. We have nothing but fun on this show. All right. It's one of the moments you've been waiting for. That's right. We're talking about those Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings are back in action, and this will be their first game of the regular season. They have 0 wins and 0 losses. Let's hope this is the season that the Red Wings come back and get back on top of their game. We have new management, new people running the show as far as the main office goes. Kept our coach intact. He's a good guy. He deserves more of a chance. We've got some young blood. We're hoping for a good season this year, though. Come on, boys. We can do it. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Nashville Predators. The Predators have not started playing yet either. The puck drops for this game on Saturday at 8 p.m. on FSD. So if there isn't any decent night football games on, you can bet I'll be watching this one. Or I may be jumping back and forth between games. Who knows? Who knows with me? But you guys know I am a diehard Red Wings fan. That's right. Go Wings. Let's have a great season this year. Bring it back to the days of old. Come on, Wings. We can do this. Go Wings. So eventually we'll be working in some we also work in some minor league hockey. I have one minor league hockey game for you guys tonight. We also follow the Toledo Walleye. Yes, that's right. Upcoming season for the Red Wings, Reggie. That's right. Go Wings. So I got one minor league hockey game on here for you this week. We have our minor league affiliate with the Grand Rapids Griffins. Grand Rapids struggled last season, and they have not played a game yet this season. This is the opening night for them as well. 0 wins, 0 losses. They are traveling to the Chicago Wolves. The Wolves also have 0 wins and 0 losses. Puck drops for this game Saturday at 7 p.m., but it's not a televised game. However, if you have the I believe it is the TuneIn radio app on your phone or on your computer, you can always pull these games up on your radio, like a radio app type thing. You just type in Grand Rapids Griffins. It'll give you the radio stations you can listen to them on. There's also a minor league. There's a minor league hockey. What am I trying to say here? Webpage. You can go on that, and they have different tiers of fees you can pay. If you're that much of a diehard and you want to watch these games, you can pay by the game, or you can pay for a yearly fee or a monthly fee to watch these games online. With that being said, I am looking forward to seeing what our minor league teams can do as well this season. I've got the Grand Rapid Griffins for the victory. And again, with hockey season coming up, we'll be carrying the local Adrian college hockey games here soon. And I like to work in some of the college games too. So we'll cover some Michigan College and some Western Michigan hockey and stuff like that. So that'll be up and coming in the future of some of our sheets. And that's all we have for the regular picks this week. I'm going to say, I'm not going to say goodbye to everybody yet, but I am going to say goodbye to my buddy Reggie, because I know he he signs off for the NASCAR part of things. So we're going to be talking NASCAR here in a minute. Reg, I love you, buddy, and I appreciate you always being on here and interacting with me on the show. It's so awesome. I love that. So thank you, buddy. And if you do leave me, I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, pal? Take care of yourself. We're going to have to get together sometime. I know I say that a lot, but we're going to have to. All right, so I'm dropping into some our NASCAR race this week. It's a Sunday race at 2:30. You can watch it on NBC. NBC is it NBC? Yeah, NBC. That's where the race is this week. It's at Dover International Speedway. It is the Bar Harbor 200. Right back at you, buddy. So I always try to give you guys the top 10 racers of the week. And so this is what we have for our standings in NASCAR this week. We have Kyle Busch with 3,046 points, Martin Truex Jr. with 3,041 points, Danny Hamlin with 3,030 points, Joey Logano with 3,029 points, Kevin Harvick at number 5 with 3,028 points, Chase Elliott at number 6 with 3,024 points, Brad Keselowski at number 7 with 3,024 points. They're tied. Number 8, we have Kyle Larson with 3,006 points. And number 9, we have Alex Bowman with 3,005 points. And Ryan Blancy at number 10 with 3,004 points. That is all I have for you as far as NASCAR goes. We're going to, as always, again, real quickly, you can watch the show on our Facebook page. You can ask to become a member of our Facebook page and interact. You become part of the Sports Frenzy Nation. As the great thing about being on the Sports Frenzy page is people can post breaking news when I'm not always able to post breaking news. So that's really cool. The interaction on the page comes from you guys, the Frenzy Nation, as I like to call you guys. So just go to the Facebook page and ask to join, and I try to sign you up as quickly as I can. I just have to approve you. If you don't want to go to all that nonsense, you can also watch the show on Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1 YouTube page. We have our Twitter feed where we keep track of a lot of stuff on Twitter. That is at Sports Frenzy 1. That is also our Instagram page. I'm still trying to work on learning how to do stuff on Instagram. Not fully an Instagrammer yet myself. So yes. But already I'm having this is a super fun season. It's been great. I'm having such a blast this year already. So now we're going to jump to the Sports Frenzy page real quick, and we'll give you guys some of the highlights if you want to find out, I don't always go into great detail, just kind of give you teasers of what's going on the Facebook page, and you can always go there yourselves and find out what's going on. Maybe. Not sure what's going on here. Here we go. My tablet's loading slow tonight. Boy, it's loading very slow tonight. Gosh, we haven't been hitting on the information part of the show very much lately. Been getting tough doing that. All right, let's see what we got for you guys here. The XFL has released pictures on what some of their uniforms are going to look like. Excuse me. What some of the uniforms coming out are going to look like. You can go to the Facebook page and check those out. Lions are looking at trading some guys. Not saying who they're looking at, willing to trade, but could be trading for a guy, Jalen Ramsey, as a guy of interest. Really cool news here. A special needs drum corps is about to make history by competing at the World Championship. That'll be awesome to check out. The state down below us is talking about planning a law to let athletes make a profit off their likeness. Lots of news coming out about California was the first state to sign saying that NCAA college people can actually make money. So they some areas are starting to follow suit. This could be a big deal. I don't know what this is going to mean for the NCAA as far as sports go. Does it mean we might get to see a new NCAA sports game in basketball and football? I don't know. Would I like to see that? Yeah, that would be extremely cool. Since I don't really get to play video games that often anymore, but I do have the older system and I have the last game they made for that. So I still like to play college football. So would I like to see it come back? Yeah, I would. I actually would. And basketball too, as far as that goes. Anyway, getting a little off track here. Last night on Wednesday night we had the premiere of AEW on TNT Network. So it's good to see some competition in the wrestling market coming back. That's on every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. If you haven't got a chance to check it out yet, you should. It was very impressive and I really liked it. All right, guys, that is all we have time for tonight. We are a little over an hour already for the show, so now we're about an hour and 15 minutes. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for another week of Sports Frenzy. Get out there and enjoy some sports this weekend, or get out there and do what you like to do with your family and friends and loved ones. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone, and we'll see you on Sunday for the weekend wrap-up. Take care, everybody. We'll see you again soon.